Apple's all-new Mac Mini is more mighty, more mini, and built for Apple intelligence. Asterisk stars at $599, $499 for education. Asterisk M4 starts at $599 with 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU, 16 GB of memory, 256 GB SSD. Asterisk M4 Pro starts at $1,399 with 12-core CPU, 16-core GPU, 24 GB memory, 512 GB SSD. Asterisk 5x 5 inches. Apple TV is 3.66 x 3.66 inches, asterisk 3 Thunderbolt ports, M4 has Thunderbolt 4, M4 Pro has Thunderbolt 5, asterisk the first carbon-neutral Mac. Still keeps the $599 regular and $499 education pricing now with 16 GB of RAM. The government's computing experts say they are terrified. Setting up shit in the cloud is easy. Anyone can do it after watching a few videos. The real challenge is making it efficient, secure, and cost-effective. That's where expertise and strategy come into play. I know enough about data security to know it's terrifying. Allowing secure data that our financial system is based on to kids with no security clearance, this is so egregious it shouldn't even be a question of it being a breach of confidence. But here we are, in the world where a Nazi salute is a controversial gesture. We're getting blackpilled so hard. JFC. OC Mario and Sonic at the box office. Super Mario Bros. 1993, /_. Interesting that each Sonic makes more each time. Usually with sequels it's diminishing returns. I was originally not going to include the 1993 Mario movie since it was so long ago and seems to belong to a different era, but in the end I decided it is a Mario movie after all. Nintendo would want us to forget. I was 8 years old at the time and even then I knew I had witnessed something truly wrong. Data, Box Office Mojo. Tools, Google Sheets, Photoshop. Are gaming consoles reaching final form? Former PlayStation boss says no more major hardware leaps, we have sort of maxed out there. They'll say this now and then when the next gen is coming up they'll tell you how much of a jump it is over the previous console, face with tears of joy. He's not wrong in the sense that although there will be hardware evolutions, they won't impact the gaming experience in the same way previous generations did. This could be a positive if you consider that it will force Sony/Microsoft to focus on something other than teraflops. Drone takes out Super Scooper fighting Los Angeles wildfires. I like that this article is not trying to mince words. Fire response agencies are often forced to ground their own aircraft to avoid collisions when dummies fly drones near wildfires for online clout. Holy shit, some people are so stupid. This plane was on loan from our great friends in Canada. Meta prepares for 4,000 employee layoffs on Monday. Not just layoffs, but publicly calling them performance-based layoffs, that's fucking those over for future employment. Employees in Germany, France, Italy, and the Netherlands will be exempt from the cuts due to local regulations, just another reason to have strong labor laws. Too bad our country is filled with 77 million people who voted for kleptocracy. New York proposes doing background checks on anyone buying a 3D printer. It's the same idiotic rep that tried this 2 years ago. I hope that people are smart enough to shoot this down a second time. They'll do anything except address the problem. What's the point? Parts can still be shipped from out of state, through the USPS undetectable and not illegal. Switch 2 could make Joy-Con drift a thing of the past as Hall effect stick leaks gain credibility. It should have been fixed in the OLED model. Maybe even earlier. That would be great. And hopefully Nintendo set a trend here. Hall effect sticks are only a little more expensive than the regular ones we see in a controllers currently, but they will never drift. Elon Musk wants to ban WFH for millions in the US government. Finally, an honest billionaire that admits RTO is a workforce reduction act. This loser works from home or his jets as he pretends to play games. If only companies started seeing the benefit of cutting golden parachutes, and useless CEOs instead. They sure could reduce a lot of overhead by firing Elon. Elon doesn't work for the government, so I really don't give a f what he thinks or wants. Mounting point where the space shuttle attached on top of its 747 carrier aircraft, with excellent printed instructions. / ended up attaching with engines facing the front / From the engineers I know, the person who wrote this either had a sense of humor or they don't. Donald Trump, crypto billionaire. Our entire country has devolved into a pump and dump scheme. Now it'll be easier for foreign governments and billionaires to bribe him. It's a bit like watching the collapse of the Roman Empire in real time, except that they didn't have the blockchain back then. Holy shit, if any other world leader did this shit, they'd be laughed out of office and shunned completely by society, but Trump freaks in America are celebrating the circus. The Trumps have open-heartedly embraced a form of cryptocurrency used by Hawk Twa Girl. Only this time, it is the soon-to-be president of the US scamming you rather than a random girl who got viral. Hakina contact there. Give that dev a credit, you've got a human-readable error one could actually try doing something about, not some undecipherable, undocumented failure code 0x42BS. The developer of that application. OC been on Hinge for just over a year. Here are my results. 30s male. I'm gonna need you to follow up with the 83 people that ghosted you and determine why they ghosted you so you can complete your graphic. Thanks. I was trying to find a girlfriend / started dating box loudly crying face. What was your opening line that you got a 3/4+ response rate? That's Herculean. Honestly dude, I'd say you're doing pretty good for online dating. It's rough out there. Worse than job requests / employment graphs haha. Unemployment rises to 5.7% as AI hits tech jobs. IT unemployment rises to 5.7% as greedy assholes lay off tech workers to increase shareholder value there. I fixed the title. Anyone who believes AI is the sole cause of layoffs is an ignorant fool. Layoffs are happening because tech isn't seeing the massive sales growth they expected from the bullshit they've been slapping AI stickers on. Not to mention everyone is pulling spending back with 8% mortgage and their 100,000 truck financed at 11% is starting to catch up as well. It's not AI. It's the usual knee-jerk from huge tech companies moving people inventory around their spreadsheets. 6 months' time they'll be crying they can't get or keep loyal staff. Like and subscribe.